Hello, hello, amazing people, and welcome to another episode of Demon Bluff. A really interesting deduction game that I'm enjoying a lot. You can find the full playlist in the pinned comment below the video or in video description. Today I'm going to be continuing my endless run. I have 18 saves in a row. What eventually gets me, I don't know. It could be like a Bombardier 50-50 or just like temporary lapse in judgment or maybe even a bug. Although I didn't really notice any bugs in this game, so probably not. But anyway, let's hop in and continue our journey here. There are two evils among all characters. Find and kill them. But yeah, if you don't know how to play this game, you really want to watch me play from the start to learn it. Otherwise, I'll try to figure it out along the way. Right, so we got a Puka, we got a Witch, we got a Wretch and a Drunk, so okay. So there's gonna be one outcast between these two, and it's a little bit tricky. We're not gonna be able to see one of the cards because of the Witch. So I am one card away from a corrupted character, says the board. Alright. Then we got two evils adjacent to me. That seems very unlikely. It would be nice though, but it almost seems like Lover is actually the one being corrupted here. Does that mean this is Puka? Oh, you can't die. Okay, that's a bit scary though. That's a bit scary because like killing a knight, 9 damage. Yeah. If it is actually not corrupted. And there will possibly be a drunk, so there's gonna be up to 3 corruptions possible. Okay, I wanna see what this is. There is only one pair of evil. Okay. 8 is good. Okay. Alright. Closest evil is counterclockwise. Alright. 3 is evil. Okay, we already have a problem here. Okay, and yeah, we didn't find the Wretch. So I'd say it's pretty likely that there is a drunk, unless Wretch is like exactly here, which... Ugh. Okay. So, we got 2 poets. Which you cannot reveal the last card, and Puka, which is asked to be a corrupted if possible, 1 lie and 1 disguise. Corrupted cards will lie and their ability will not work. So, we got a drunk. The drunk disguises as a random, not in play villager. So... one of these two has to be evil. One of these two has to be a witch. The reason is 3 is evil. Okay, that's crazy. That's a crazy statement. 3 is evil. We could test it. Closest evil is counterclockwise. So which one of these is lying? So let's start with the Lover. Yeah. So the Lover says 2 evils adjacent to me. So let's assume Lover is telling the truth, right? That would make this one be a Puka. Well, one of these two would be a Puka then, right? This is not possible. Because if 2 evils are adjacent to the Lover, then one of these 2 evils has to be Puka, and then the Puka would actually corrupt the Lover, which would then say something else. So it's not possible that 2 evils are adjacent to the Lover. So Lover is definitely lying. Yeah. And... there's 2 possibilities here, right? One possibility is that Lover is just corrupted, and then another possibility is that that lover is actually evil. There. All right, and then if the lover is corrupted, if lover is corrupted, it could be a drunk, I guess. But if lover is corrupted, then Bard is telling the truth. The Bard really is one card away from a corrupted character. And then... So what is the truth then? Well, the truth could be that one evil is adjacent to the lover or 0 evils. So it can't really tell much about the knight. Okay. And then we got the poet. The poet. This one says there is only one pair of evil. And this one says 3 is evil. I have very little information here. Like, very little information. We'll try to, like, corner this case from poet's perspective. Let's say this one is telling the truth, yeah? In which case, that's evil. This one... Can this one be evil then? So evils would be here. No. It can't. This one can't be evil because, like, if this one's telling the truth and one evil is there and the other evil has to be here. So this one can't be evil. So this one would be just corrupted. And then this one would be one card away from a corrupted character. And this one can't be Puka. So this one would be a witch then. Well, can't be Puka in general. Puka would disguise into something unique. This would be Puka. And this one would be lying. That this one here is actually... good, because Puka corrupted it. And then the closest evil is counterclockwise, which is true. So Puka, 2 corrupted things. And then this card here would either be a wretch or a drunk in this case. Yeah, I don't mind this setup. I mean... looks good to me. Okay. Then we got another possibility. Now this will be a little bit hard to track. Another possibility is that the witch is actually here. It says 3 is evil, which is a lie. 3 would actually be like... good or corrupted. I mean, in this case, this one's telling the truth, yeah? 8 is good. Then I mean, both of these could be evil, but should we explore this possibility that both of these are evil? I mean, if both of these are evil, then this one's lying. This one's lying. That's already too many lies. So no. In that case, this one has to be good. It could still lie, but we'll put it green for now. Okay. We should also look at what this one says. There is only one pair of evil. Does this check out in the previous combination where we said it was evil? So this is a lie. So this one was evil and this one was evil, and there's no pairs of evil, so it was a lie, so it checks out. Okay. But now if it's good and says, oh, there is only one pair of evil. Like, this one here would have to be evil then. And this would have to be a puka. If this one's telling the truth, this would have to be evil. And then this one's lying, obviously, because it's corrupted. And okay, this checks out. 8 is good. Okay, this has to be a drunk. I guess knight is good then. I'm one card away from a corrupted character. Sure. So this is also possible. Which puka liar telling the truth? There's one pair of evil. I'm one card away from a corrupted character. So this can also be, right? Yeah. And now we look what is common for both of these things. I mean, it could be that there's like a third possibility. It could be there's a third possibility. But like, what seems to be is that this knight can't be corrupted. Like, if this knight is corrupted, what would that mean, right? Should we explore that also? So let's say this knight is corrupted, yeah? So one possibility for this knight here to be corrupted is if it's drunk. So let's say this knight is drunk. So if this knight is drunk, one of these is evil. So if this knight is drunk, okay, this one says 3 is evil. That would be a lie. Or well, corrupted. And then I'm really not interested if this knight is drunk anyway, because killing a drunk is not really that bad. So let's look at the situation where this knight is corrupted and there is a puka here. So let's say this knight is corrupted and there is a puka here. But if puka is here, then this dude here says closest evil is counterclockwise, which would then be true. which can't be because Puka would corrupt it. So Puka can't be here. And then Puka could be here, I guess. So let's say Puka is here. Puka. So if this is Puka, this one's corrupted and this one's also corrupted. And he's actually not one card away from a corrupted character. Okay. And one of these two is a witch. Yeah. But then we got like... We got a problem. Closest evil is counterclockwise. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. So this one's also lying. So this one will have to be a drunk. There we go. And then this one says 3 is evil, which is a lie. So this has to be a witch. And then this one says there is only one pair of evil. For that to be true, this has to be a wretch. So it's possible that Knight is corrupted. Oh my god. It's so bad. So if a wretch is here... No. This can't be wretch because this one's drunk. No, never mind. So this can be wretch because we have a drunk. Which means there is only one pair of evil. Why doesn't it undo that? Okay, never mind. So this one saying there is only one pair of evil. Doesn't check out. It can't be possible. There is an evil there, and there is an evil there, and there is a drunk there, and that's also a lie. And we are out of... So this one has to be corrupted. But it can't be. It can't be. We already have a drunk here. We have a Puka here. And... yeah. There's no other sources of corruption. So the knight just can't be corrupted, in my opinion. So we're gonna test it. There we go. Hey, we did it. Good. Let me know if I made a mistake somewhere. But I don't think that was possible. Okay. So now that we know where Puka is, we're gonna like undo everything. There you go. Okay, so this one's lying and this one's lying. Okay. This one's telling the truth. Closest evil is counterclockwise. 1, 2. Okay. So 7 says 3 is evil. That's correct. Has to be this one then. I mean, one of them has to be a witch, and this one's telling the truth. So. Hey, we did it. This one was hard. Mostly because of the witch. It seems like the witch boards are the hardest. I was a lover. That's a lie. I am dizzy. That's also a lie. And dude, we don't have any sources of corruption. Can there be a doppelganger? No. A doppelganger disguises as a good villager currently in play. We got scout, judge, confessor, baker, architect, and lover. So bombardier is a real bombardier because there is no doppelgangers. And obviously there is no righteous, so Yeah. So if this was evil, then it would have to be a doppelganger somewhere, but it's not. So okay. Right side is more evil, probably. I mean, these two are lying, and there is no sources of corruption, so these are evils, and that's it. Right side is more evil. There is no evil adjacent to you. Minions one card away from closest evil, and we can check the judge by asking Confessor. He should tell that Confessor is telling the truth, because Confessor is always telling the truth. So yeah, it's these two. Well, that was much easier than the last one, wasn't it? Oh my god. Okay, we got Lilith and a counselor. Okay. At least no witch. I think I'm gonna lose once I run into a Lilith witch combination and maybe some bakers or something. That sounds so scary. Between 7, 5, 2, there is minion, villager, and outcast. Between 7, 5, and 2. Between 7, 5. I remember, does he like regain his ability? We could ask if Bishop is lying. Judge was a judge in life, got better at it after death. Okay. So there's gonna be 2 outcasts. Okay. Okay. So the hunter says, I'm 1 card away from closest evil. Okay. Nine is good, you say, alright. There's the wretch, so that's a real wretch, that's fine. So there's gonna be a drunk and a bombardier somewhere. Tricky thing is that, so like right now, opening this card is not really that great. The reason is that if you open this card before you try to kill Lilith, it's gonna take you 2 more HP away. And since there is a drunk, and the drunks receive 2 damage instead of 5 when you execute it, we could execute drunk and another, like make another mistake and still be fine. But if you also lose 2 health, then we can't no longer accidentally execute the drunk. So let's try to figure this one out, shall we? Between 7, 5, 2, there is minion, outcast, and a villager. Okay, first of all, Bishop, Knight, Judge, Gencrafter, Empress, Lover, Hunter, Slayer, Dear Wretch, Drunk. Okay, so there could be only 1 liar here, and that's the drunk. Other liars are going to be evils. I'm 1 card away from closest evil. 9 is good. So let's say this one's telling the truth, yeah? Between 7, 5, 2, there is minion, villager, and outcast. That would mean that one of these 3 is a drunk. If he's telling the truth. What if it's lying? Then these 3 are villagers. Drunk is an outcast. So if it's lying, then these 3 are villagers. Okay. And if they're villagers, they're not drunk, so they're gonna be telling the truth. This one says I'm one card away from closest evil. So that would mean that one of these two is evil. Could be this one. Could also be just this one. I mean, that's the simplest explanation for that lie, right? And then this one says 9 is good. It could also be that this one's just a drunk. And then this one is evil. But then if this one says 9 is drunk. Okay, let's explore this situation first, because I don't think it's possible. So let's say this one is drunk, yeah? So he's drunk, he's lying, he's saying like these three, they're blah blah, but actually they are all three villagers. So this is a drunk, then it's gonna be villager, 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 yeah? And then if this one is one card away from closest evil, then this one has to be evil. And if this one's evil and saying that 9 is good, then 9 is also evil. So these two are gonna be evil. And that's gonna be another evil. I mean, any of these two could be evil. I'm going to start asking some questions. I'm going to start asking some questions. Okay, Mr. Judge, what can you tell me about the gem crafter here? He's telling the truth. Then you would be the third evil. In that case. So is this the board then? I mean, yeah. Checks out. Oh, no, wait. No. He's good. We already know that. So there's a contradiction here. So if this one is drunk and these three are good, and then this has to be evil, and this one says it's telling the truth, that's a contradiction. So yeah, very fast. This cannot be. So let's look at the situation where it's lying. Yeah. So if it's lying, then again these three are good. This one says that this one's telling the truth. That means that this one's also good. Okay. And now we're just run out of space. There's just no space left, right? So between 7, 5, and 2, there is mean outcast and villager. If that's a lie, they're all three villagers. Yeah, and this one's saying this one's good. So 9 is good, 3 is good, 9 is good. And we have no space to put 3 evils nowhere. There's space 1 for 1 there, so that's not gonna be. So that means the bishop is most definitely telling the truth. Yeah. Between 7, 5, and 2, there is minion, a villager, and outcast. So one of these three will be a drunk. Let's start by saying that this is a drunk. Actually. So let's say this is a drunk. Saying 3 is saying the truth. If this is a drunk, then this one's lying, so that means it's evil. And then it says 9 is... and then this one's also evil. Okay. Then this one's 1 card away from closest evil, which is not true. Okay. That would mean one of the last evils is here. Okay. Then we got another possibility that this one's drunk. I'm 1 card away from closest evil. And that is now a lie. So this one's good. Which means this one's also good. Which means this one also good. Which means we have no room to place down 3 evils. I'm 1 card away from closest evil. That's a drunk. He's lying, so he's good. He's good. He's good. Yeah. There's no room. This is not possible. It's not possible that this dude here is a drunk. And then we have a final possibility. That this one's drunk. And now one of these two is a minion. Okay. Let's say this one is a minion. If this one's saying, hey, 3 is saying the truth. It's lying, so he's lying. So he's also a minion. And he's also the minion. Okay. And that's it. So I would say, since this one can't be drunk, right? Regardless if this one's a drunk or this one is a drunk, it seems like this one's always evil. So we're gonna ask our friendly neighborhood slayer to kill it. I mean, yeah, sure. And he's good, because he was able to use his ability. And this one's like, 9 is good. Yeah. I'm sorry, but 9 is not good then. 1 is evil, 6, 7, or 8. 6, 7, or 8. That means knight is like good. 3 is telling the truth. 3 is definitely not telling the truth. I'm 1 card away from closest evil. Well, that's true. Between 7, 5, 2, there is minion, villager, and outcast. Between 7, 5, and 2. I should have killed... So this is the mistake I did. And I hesitated for a moment because I knew it was a mistake. Like, I should have executed myself. And then use Slayer to check. But now it's too late. Okay. 3 is saying the truth. That's a lie. So this is either a drunk or evil. Yeah, I mean... And this is also drunk or evil. It's a 50-50, basically. We're gonna lose 2 health, maybe. There we go. Oh, actually, wait. No, I'm stupid. It had to be this one. Because there was only Counselor left. And Counselor just couldn't be there. Because it wouldn't sit next to a neutral character, next to the Outcast. Okay. Well... I think the first part here I played really good. I figured out that 3 is evil. I figured out 9 is evil. But then the moment I used Slayer on that was a mistake. And then it was also a mistake saying this was a 50-50. It was not. But like we had 8 HP to work with, so it's all fine. I could have killed Drunk accidentally and then another villager and still be fine, so... Okay, I'm good at this. It's going a little bit slow, but it's good. It's good. We are now on 21 saved villagers in a row. So that's pretty nice. Hopefully enjoyed the episode. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. I wish you all to have a wonderful day. Do something nice, be kind to each other, and let's make the world the better place together. Make bets. How high can I get before I get bamboozled by the game? Get like 8 bakers and just lose, or like get a 50-50 bombardier run, which is possible. I'm doing the best I can to avoid the 50-50 bombardier run, like delaying my tests like judges and slayers as much as I can, even though I failed that a little bit here, but yeah. But yeah, what do you think? How far can I get before I eventually mess up? But yeah, thank you for watching. See you next episode of Demon Bluff. We're gonna try to find some more Demon Bluff, some more, and save some more villagers. The Nemer signing out. Bye bye.